Yo, my name is Exit and today we'll be covering the BERSERK anime. Firstly, I want to say rest in peace to Kentaro Miura, the creator of the manga. I think he really is a genius just because he has inspired Dark Souls and all the Souls games and even Elden Ring. I really think that he has inspired me even. BERSERK is one of my favorite mangas and animes of all time. I'm so excited to be covering this today in my style of editing. If you came to this video expecting some more gaming type editing, I'm sorry, but I'm editing off CapCut. So yeah, if you made it this far into the video, I want to say please leave a like and comment and watch fully the video before you subscribe, because I want to earn it. Without further ado, we start right off and Guts is standing there menacingly, walking into this town where it's raining and a carriage passes by full of children and he doesn't give a fuck. Okay, fast forward. So these three bandits walk into a bar and yeah, she's licking that off the table. Shouldn't have spilled the wine. Then Big Dude gets hit for 200 shield and Guts is wasting no time. He's already asking who's your master and where can I find him. Then this ugly nigga tries to sneak attack Guts like that's a smart idea. He immediately regrets it because he just sees Guts pull out this big ass sword. Pause. I guess. And then proceeds to cut dude in half, having him flying in the air screaming, still alive by the way. And then moments later he just leaves. We then cut to Gus chilling in the woods, and something is wrong. His fucking neck is glowing, and there's ghosts around him like sucking his neck. Apparently these so-called demon ghosts are his #1 ops, and they're just kind of fucking with him. Moving on. This vampire dude is basically attacking this village and set it on fire. Guts happens to be in the area and notices that he has a bayonet. For some reason in the show, this is worth killing a child over, so they both charge at each other. Guts ended up missing and the vampire dude hits it from the back. Minus 10 points for Guts. Vampire dude then comes in for another attack, but you ain't know? Guts pressed the circle to dodge. The recovery was so clean that he managed to reload his gun and shoot off 5 arrows. Plus 10 points. You'd think he's dead the way he hit that debris, but no, he comes out with his long ass tail and slaps Guts in his neck. Vampire dude then emerges from the rubble as a pussy demon. I know, this looks very fucking weird. The monsters in BERSERK are really nasty. This nasty ass bitch then picks up Guts by his head. And Guts just looks miserable here. It looks like he's about to get violated. Must have been a poker face, because then Guts pulls out his hand cannon and shoots him in his face. Quickly gets his sword back and chops his nigga in half. Right afterwards, while this vampire dude is on his fucking ass, they have a little dialogue, but he just keeps shooting him in his face as he's talking to him. Guts then recovers the bayonet and walks away from the battle, a demon killer. Episode 2. So this fat boy you see right here is the 30-man killer Bezuzo. Nobody wants to fade this nigga. Soldiers over here talk about we just seen him catch 4 bodies. At this point, Bezuzo is talking hella smack. As long as I'm here, no one shall pass. Who else wants to die? The soldiers are like, there is no amount of money that you can pay me to fight this nigga right now. Moments later, Guts walks up casually, but the same soldiers end up flaming him. Talk about some, he's inexperienced. What is he gonna do? I just don't think any of these bitch ass grunts deserve to say anything right now. Seconds later, Guts wasting no time. He starts swinging that shit. Everybody watching at this point is surprised because he's swinging that big ass sword at maximum efficiency like he has haste 3 in Minecraft. They both come in for a final swing and Guts lucks out here because his helmet saves him and Bezuzo just takes a fat fucking L. After this, everybody's watching, kinda like seeing Guts like, damn, I didn't know we had anybody like that. The young mercenary collects his reward, but the general is asking him to take his spot as a soldier. Guts declines, but the general just keeps fucking pushing for it and ends up grabbing him. This makes Guts like really angry and he's like, don't you ever fucking touch me. And then he just ends up leaving. Moving on. The same soldiers end up catching Guts walking and they wonder if they can take the money that he got for killing Bezuzo. They run up on Guts, but he just ends up killing them. Apparently the 2 guys that died here is Dan and Earl. I don't know why I felt like mentioning them. They're still irrelevant. Everybody's still watching and the group leader asks one of the stronger teammates to help. I guess. Guts is about to make his 3rd kill, but this guy just gets fucking saved because the backup arrives, pretty much. Guts and his soldier starts fading, and he's just like not holding back. He knocks off the helmet and realizes it's a girl. I don't know if that changes anything, but he continues to still fuck her up and knocks her on the ground and almost kills her, but the captain arrives and ends up saving everybody with like 1 blow. Guts gets back up and he's just like pissed because he just got like one-shotted and shit. He comes at him again and then he just falls gracefully down. Doesn't even show how he gets hit, but he ends up getting knocked out. This next scene is a little weird because it is in his dream, but it gives us a little bit more detail about Guts' past. He's like running from this demon like naked and stuff, and he runs into his old master, Gambino. He's just like naked with like a dog, and he's like on top of skeletons and stuff. He's like asking him to help, but like he's just kind of being an asshole. He tells Guts that he's the reason that he died because he shoved a sword in his stomach and he bled out painfully. Guts is then pinned down by this monster, and Gambino is watching, pretty much saying, "You were the one that deserved to die." And then these skeletons just come around on some shit. Guts ends up waking up, and then Casca punches him in his stomach for no fucking reason. It's explained that she's mad because she had to sleep naked next to Guts while he was sick for 2 days. Captain's orders type shit. Griffith ends up taking Guts to a secluded place to talk about how he wants him to join the Band of the Hawk. He refers to his fight with Bezuzo, claiming that if Bezuzo's axe didn't hit Guts' helmet, he probably would have died. Guts just responds with like, probably, and Griffith says, well, it seems like, you know, you value winning more than your own life. The conversation then comes to Guts wanting to fight Griffith because he's definitely not going to join the Band of the Hawk after all the bullshit that he just did. Killing those 2 guys, and then obviously, you know, they started with him, so he's kind of like a little like, I don't know. Griffith's like, what if I win? Guts responds like, you could do whatever you want with me. Not only that, Griffith's like, bet, I find you fascinating, and no matter what, I'll have what I want. Guts is like, you make me sick, and then charges at him. Episode 3. While Guts and Griffith are clashing, he manages to slice his arm, putting Guts on his ass pretty much. This turns Guts on and makes him come back for round 2. Round 2 consists of Guts swinging at nothing. At this point, Griffith is just playing with him. He's literally hitting 3-hit combos at his fucking leg. Guts out of nowhere hits a 10,000 IQ play and throws dirt in his eye. Guts comes down for the final blow just to have this nigga standing on the sword like, do you recognize this form?
Are you familiar with this technique? You know that within a moment's notice that I could have killed him.
Did this weird nigga just bite the sword? That shit got his mouth bleeding. Guts pushes Griffith off his sword, leading him to tumble down this hill. Guts catches Griffith with a clean hook. While he's on the ground, he kicks him in his mouth. Griffith's like, that was alright, but this is the end now. Guts throws a heavy punch, but Griffith catches this with 2 arms and puts him on his stomach, I guess. At this point, Griffith's like, choose, either I break your fucking arm, or you coming back home with me. Guts responds with bastard, and yeah, his shoulder's literally dislocated. After beating Guts, the rest of the band shows up to cheer him on. But this one nigga comes out of nowhere talking about some, you like that? You like getting your fucking arm broken? And this is where the part where I actually start to like Griffith, even though that he's like the enemy of like our main character right now. He pushes that one annoying ass dude aside, and he's like, you're mine, Guts. Kind of taking him in and like fathering him in a sense. I don't know, like it's weird. It's weird because it's like a weird relationship. They don't like call each other friends. They just kind of say my like blank, you know. Moving on. So there's 5 guys sitting outside of Gus's tent, and one of them is the one dude I mentioned earlier where he's like kind of being annoying and doesn't really like Gus just because, you know, what he did to Dan and Earl. They're planning on killing Guts and I guess, you know, getting away with it. Casca shows up and pretty much tells him like, hey, you know, if you go in there, you're gonna get your ass beat, even though he's injured right now with 1 arm. He'll probably kill you. Guts comes out after they leave and he tries to thank Casca, but Casca's pretty much saying like, you know, I don't really give a fuck about you. Griffith is like the only person that I listen to around here, and he wants you alive, so just be happy that I'm giving you a chance, I guess. On that same night, Guts is on his first mission with Griffith as the Band of the Hawk. Griffith suggests to the team that maybe he should be the rear guard, making Guts a vital defense just in case anything goes wrong. You know, ooh, I hate this dude so much because he's just talking in the background like, at least I don't have to kill him. Because, you know, being a rear guard is like, you know, you're by yourself most of the time, so, you know, you're supposed to defend what's behind them, not really in front of them. If anything goes wrong and you get flanked, you're all by yourself, so this guy just pretty much wants Guts to die. The Band of the Hawk comes out of the tree for the raid, and they just murking niggas left and right, like, but this is a cool little scene just because you get to see the team like work together and everything and see their like individualities as characters and stuff. The raid is a success and they end up celebrating. In the end, they thank Guts for his defense and actually start to accept him.
Everyone a toast to our brash new friend!